according to the calendar, it's from 21st of this September, sir. But don't know whether it might be postponed because of final year examinations.
Okay, okay. No issue. So I hope everybody received the notes also, correct? Hello, hello, hello.
Sir,
Yeah, everybody received notes through
sir.
mail. Okay, okay. So no, okay. So without delaying much, we'll go to the next topic. So you can mute everyone. Mute all. Yes. Fine. So okay. So in the last class, we discussed about MRP, so material requirement planning. So that we call it as MRP or MRP1 or material requirement planning. So when it comes to next level, it's MRP2. Okay, manufacturing resource planning. Okay, so name itself it is saying it's whatever that we need for to manufacture any product. So initially we need to have some resources. Okay, so that in terms of not only the material, in terms of customer orders and in terms of capacities, planning like machinery, all those things. Okay, so it's including the supplier end also. So because sometimes we need help from supplier that we call it as subcontracting. Okay, so all this planning, so you can see this flow chart. Okay, so this flow chart starts from the initial forecasting. Okay, this starts from initial forecasting, whatever that we do. Okay, then we do aggregate production planning. Generally, aggregate production planning for mid-term plan, like for 6 months to 1 year plan. If any projects or because this is to achieve production in very effective manner. To we use the general aggregate production plan, and one more thing is the input for this aggregate production planning is our customer order. Okay, our customer orders is like our demand. Okay, from demand comes from the customer. Okay, so this is the input for start from aggregate, and next part is so anyway this complete flow chart we'll discuss in next slide detail, but I'm giving outline. Okay, so this complete part comes in one part of this planning. Okay, and the next part planning, this part will be like your factory resources, like whether we have how much capacity of uh, mission and material, how much we need, and mass production schedule. Okay, like how many quantity of products we need, all the data. So processed data we'll get and we discussed in this part. And next one is once we ready with everyone detail, so whether that particular sub-assembly part. Okay, I said if in a car you can see number of parts, like so thousand of parts. So in that part all we can't do is in-house manufacturing. Okay, so few things we have to get from get it done from outside with suppliers. For that we have this part. Okay, that is through purchase order we have to send, which is needed to get from in-house. Those for that we have to issue work orders, then only they will start work. Without work orders, shop floor people will not work. Without purchase order, purchaser will not work. Sorry, uh, supplier will not work. So once we receive the material, inventory build up. Once in-house production over, so this will go to shop floor. Okay, shop floor control, how we have to do all those things. Shop floor control, this In this we'll do, and finally the manufacturing start assembly. So this detail I am telling. Okay. So remember this MRP2 also very important. So MRP2, the aggregate production planning. Aggregate production planning is a midterm plan. Okay. So sometimes some planning like it will be like 3 years or 2 years or sometimes 10 years. Okay. So we can't predict what is the outcome of those 3 years. So, if you want to know exactly one part of that, how it is happening, our forecasted data, how it is working, and we need immediate few results if you want to see. Okay, so we can monitor in aggregate production planning plan. Okay, there are number of methods in aggregate production planning. Okay, subcontracting, hiring workforce, all those things. So that in detail we'll discuss anyway the problems next class. So for this aggregate production planning, customer orders is very important. Okay, that is the input. So based upon the customer orders, if the customer need immediate delivery, okay, in like few parts, not complete product, he need some part. So for that we have to do some different plans. Okay, so that like if example the customer order around the 2 years. Okay, so but he needs some part in that complete entire product within 6 months. Okay, in that we have to impose this aggregate production plan for 6 months. Okay, so this forecast also we have to do. Okay, like what kind of forecasting method we have to impose, implement and aggregate production plan. If everything goes well, then if it is feasible, goes 2 years. Mass production schedule. Here we required all the data, includes material list and quantity schedules, delivery schedules, all those things. Then if it is everything according to the method, okay, then it goes to the next part, that is a MRP controller. Okay, if it is uh, so because next part is yes, MPS. MPS mass production schedule. Here the input which is comes from the all the input like the forecasted data, aggregate production plan, customer orders. This is raw data. So once we received, so this part will start work like mass production schedule. Okay, material requirement planning and capacity requirement planning. So one has to do that complete analysis to work smooth manner in the shop floor and as well as the purchaser end or supplier end. So here the MPPC department come into picture, production planning control people. Okay, so these people, they will segregate the complete raw data. Okay, and in terms of to which is need to work inside, which is need to work outside. So all the data they will segregate. Okay, so next comes to the purchase order. Sorry, last part of this. So this is the implementation part. Okay, here previous two stages are you can see in virtually, but here you can see everything in physical manner. So once the production order releases, okay. So in that project there are a number of parts as we discussed. So few parts we have to send out, few parts we have to do in-house. Okay. So through work orders we'll go and we'll give the every day normally any company the work orders will give the print whatever the material they have to do the processing, whether fabrication or drilling or milling or whatever the process, including the quantity, how much they need to do, and after that, where they have to submit that finished product or semi-finished product to which department. So the complete data which is having in work orders. So that work orders will go to the shop floor through this way, and then they will see every shop floor having different managers, assistant managers. Assistant manager, the role here is shop floor. Example, shop floor, there are number of departments, fabrication department, assistant manager, machining department, assistant manager, and quality department or stamping, whatever department assistant managers. So they will see the shop work orders. According to that, they will assign the work to the shop floor workforce. Okay. So if foremen, there are many people. It depends upon their designation. Okay, there are welders, there are machining people, there are CNC in charge. So based upon that, he will assign that work order to the concerned person. So he will start the manufacturing. Okay. So once it is done, then they will give to the uh, next department, or they will keep idle for next whatever the preceding job have to be taken. Like one, if example, this is work order given to fabrication. After fabrication, maybe the it will assembly people will come and take, or if it is needed, machining department they will come and take the part. Okay, so this complete product will sub-assembly part will stagnated like this here. So other side, it will go through purchase order, whatever the bill of material created by PPC, they will excluding that work order material, they will move that material which is needed to buy outside, which is needed to do machining or fabrication outside. Few companies, they don't have big lathe machines. So in that case, what they will do, they will simply they will move that shaft or whatever the parts needed to do that work. They will send through subcontracting. Subcontracting is you are sending material, raw material, to do the fabrication or semi-finished operations, get it done from the supplier end. So that there are different kinds of orders like purchase order, purchase and subcontracting purchase order. Okay, like this, many orders will be there. So once it's ready with the supplier end, so they will send to the our warehouse. So warehouse, normally there are bunch of inventory material in semi-finished finished goods, ready to assemble goods. So many inventory we can see in this area. This area inventory management is very much needed. Okay, there are number of different pallets, racks assigned to each different material. Based upon that material, if whenever the needed to for manufacturing, example, this fabrication part is done. So this part they need some bolts or nuts or any fasten. They will get it from inventory, and they will do the manufacturer like assembly, and they will give to next department. Okay, so this is go likely happen, and this is a MRP2. Okay, now the MRP1 and MRP2, if you see the broadly, MRP1 is stands for Material Requirement Planning, aims to releasing and managing manufacturing orders and purchasing requisition. As I said, it completely deals with mainly the requirement planning. Okay, so MRP2 stands for Manufacturing Resource Planning, an integrated system that controls relevant materials flows, so and production capacities, all like remaining plan related to manufacturing. It will be done in the MRP2 relation with material flows and required capacities. Okay, so MRP versus MRP2. Okay, in the beginning there are no computers. Okay, so material planning was done independently for each component. As I said, few people in old and like 40 years back, every purchase order, every work order has to be prepared manually through paper. Okay, so after that, there are many updated things came like first revolution, second revolution, third revolution. Okay, in this then there were primitive computers and MRP become possible. Here in MRP stage, like you can monitor the material status. Okay, and complete automation is not possible. Okay, but you can monitor the how many material, how much process has done, where the my semi-finished product, all those things we can uh, uh, see and and you can control in MRP. And next thing is that were there were faster computers, MRP to become possible, like updated, like including automation, automated guided vehicles. Yeah, we already seen in plant layout material handling how the robotics come and automation is completely acquired present industry work. Okay, there are many people are getting lost job due to this. I can think another way, like after this only we are getting very productivity work. In another way we are getting in terms of labor they are losing job. Okay, as a part of the revolution we have to admire in that. Okay, now there are even faster computers and we have ERP. So this is very advanced, like example, there in some company. Okay, there is a X company and this is my company. Okay, example, my company is like, this is supplier company X. Okay, I when I'm doing some process, okay, in my company, so there is a part suddenly damaged. Okay, so generally the procedure is if it is damaged. Okay, so I'm telling how ERP, if it is come complete automation, so how this fast computers will work. So in this product there is a one sub part is damaged, so there is a quality check immediately, get the alarm. Okay, so immediately you give that whether if it is possible to do in house. If it is not possible, directly it will raise the one purchase request PR, and directly it automatically converted it to purchase order. Okay, and this purchase order will go directly to the supplier X. So I need so and so part of 10 quantity with a delivery date. Okay, so once it is ready it will come to the factory. Okay, so once it comes to the factory there will be a pallet, okay, or container. They will either that person will transporter will just keep the one product this, it will directly go to the quality department and it will go to and it will check the quality if it is ready. Okay, it is go directly to here and there is a robo. It will collect that part and based upon the sensor data it will assemble, then it will start. Okay, so this is the updated automated ERP system. If it is run, this is the situation. As of now we are somewhere few companies here, few companies here, and very countable numbers you can see here. Okay, this is a stages, and I explained already enterprise resource planning ERP. ERP system is a computer system that integrates application programs in accounting, sales, manufacturing, human resource, and other functions in this form. As I already given example that if it is damaged, accounting people coming to picture, sales, manufacturing, if it is big product. Okay, like this month I don't want okay, this time I need only based upon the depend 10 products is enough. In that human resource people will come into picture immediately. So immediately there is a one letter goes to the worker, HR people. So they will get the in letter like this next month our requirement is only 10, so we need only uh, 5 workforce instead of 10. So immediately there is a firing uh, letter for 5 members. It will go to the HR of another company who is providing our workforce. So this kind of complete automated process you can see in ERP. ERP provides a system to capture and make organization. I told you already, not only integrating the system to our company, it is integrating to other organization which is associated to our companies in terms of suppliers, in terms of customer, how it will customer. So who need our product? These customers. Okay. So once we made this product, okay. So there is a. I request everybody mute 319. Rule number 319.
Rahul, where
Okay, so how it is related to the customer of ERP? Okay, so there is a product which we have to deliver by this November end. So we know that there is a problem happened due to that this is going to delay 15 days. So this data, whatever we are purchase order raised and delivery date, accordingly the complete delivery of this product will get delayed. So this delay information generally in presently in MRP2. So this delay information normally exact data will not give to the customer. We say that so this is going to deliver accordingly. So but what they will do, they will do some manipulation or they will do extra working hours in the company. So they try to do in house within stipulated time. But when it comes to ERP complete process, even if you change some material grade also, okay, the customer can access and they can see when they are taking the order from me, they have informed me there is a aluminum grade so and so. They said and they promised I can make this part. Okay, so but when they are changing some part, okay, here instead of X, if they are changing the raw material grade to some X or Y dash, immediately that this customer contact person can check our SAP or whatever, and he can question our full transparency from the customer and transparency from supplier and the industry. Okay, this this attempts to integrate all departments and functions across a company onto a single computer system that can serve all the different departments particular. So here we are discussing only in one company. Okay, there are many departments. Okay, as I said many times, if any changes in the design, example, this is a design. So this information immediately it will go to all the departments. Okay, if previously if it is not ERP or MRP2 or MRP1, you have to give the design changes, take the print and give to all the departments. So this is needed much time. So in between the part already get fabricated or assembly. So this kind of errors we can avoid by doing this ERP. Even if you change a single data MM2 or CM2, everybody can access through SAP or whatever uh, software they use. So it organize and manages a company's business process by sharing information across functional areas. As I said, when you're doing the process, like in terms of in terms of management side, in terms of machining or manufacturing side, customer can easily can manage, monitor. Okay, so standardized record keeping permit information sharing and communication throughout the organization. So this already explained with this. Okay. Enterprise resource planning. ERP. You can see such an integration is accomplished through a database shared by all application programs. So ERP allows companies to automate and integrate many of their business process, share a common database and business practices throughout the enterprise. Okay, there is no hiding this when ERP comes to the picture, because even if you change the drawing, and if you want to there are 5 version came designed by designers. Okay, example, you send the drawing version 4, okay, to the supplier. He already manufactured. So during the manufacturing, the designer understood that, oh, I forgot yesterday there is a one tolerance or limit I forget, but even I send drawing to purchaser, maybe they have already started. So to safeguard his job, what he will do, next day he will come and he do the changes, and he will add that tolerance limit, and he will save the data. So when the product comes, so when the quality people will check, if ERP is not there, what will happen? Okay, so the drawing, whatever we have in the design department, whatever you have, so that is completely wrong. So because the purchaser has not sent proper drawing. Okay, so in that case, what purchaser can see, he can see the drawing when the generated the date, and when he sent the purchase order. Okay, so the purchase order sent maybe 10th. Okay, so 11th designer changed the drawing. Okay, but he forget to inform and he hided the data. Okay, because already that product has manufactured within 1 day. So one next day 13th material received, so he can blame purchaser like the drawing is like this, and material we receive like this. In that case, purchaser can immediately can see the date. So I sent according to the previous version, but you didn't send a proper drawing, or you could not, you are not send the revised version. So in that case, ERP will get help by seeing the data, or you can see entire drawing starting from version 1 to version 5. All the drawings you can download, because this is a complete big database in the ERP. Okay, even if we change a single inch line, okay, or inch to whatever, you can see that complete data in ERP. Okay. So ERP systems also include the supply chain management software and customer relation management software. So there are three parts in this ERP. It's a manufacturing a part, in-house, whatever whatever we discussed, MRP1, MRP2, all those things you can assign, or you can add the data here. And above there is a one more category, that is customer relation management software, related to management and related to HR. Okay, so how this HR category will work when you are using subcontracting people outside, when you need some temporary employees. So based upon our aggregate production planning, how much needed employees, software to this system, it will help. So another side, this supply chain management software. Okay, so this supply chain management software also can be integrated to ERP, because you know that there is a material is going to ready this month end, but as per supply chain management software, there is a shipment. See, every product, if it is related to export, so if you are sending to US, okay, so any big ship, generally weekly once it will go. Okay, so if it is ready by Saturday, then this Sunday you can catch this ship. But if you get ready with Sunday, you can't catch the ship. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? This 1 week, you are sending your product and you are keeping in warehouse at shipyard. So cost of warehouse in shipyard is huge. Okay, sometimes we paid around 5 to 6 lakhs simply by in keeping that material or motors in warehouse at uh, shipyard end, because there are lack of documents. Sometimes there are a lack of information from supply chain management people. Okay, if it is integrated, this software, supply chain software to our inside production or manufacturing ERP. So this can be avoided by seeing the transparency dates, all those things. Okay, even I work in a very big company, so there I can access only these two, HR and manufacturing ERP. But this it is not exactly happening in India. So, but in few countries, USA and all those things, it is working properly. Okay, I hope it's clear. You can see this pictorial representation. There are customers. The customer will need some product. You send a customer order to sales marketing. Sales people, there are sometimes few technical people and few management people. So these people will get the orders through phone conversation or through uh, uh, face-to-face interaction. They do some meetings and they'll get the orders, or sometimes they get orders from bidding. Okay, most of the times, very big projects. Okay, I saw most of the big orders getting bidding in Dubai. Okay, from there they will divert the orders to different countries. Okay, once they receive the order, they will inform to human resource people, we received this order. For this we need so many employees. Based upon that they do hiring. Sometimes they don't want to hire more. They can give a training to inside the workforce. They'll do this work. Or sometimes they will give opportunity to nearby colleges like internships. Likewise, only our students will go to the companies whenever the new orders or new projects come. They will get hired by these human resource people. So once the everything ready from this end, okay, they will go to finance and accounting. They will get information from how much we have capital income and how much we have whatever the money we have, and whether how much we can pay. All the negotiation happened with these two people, and they'll say, example, the UG candidate or PG candidate are having 10 years experience, we can give this much salary. All those calculations can done in finance and accounting, and with that help they will send the payrolls or whatever the monthly sweeps, all those things to HR people. HR people, uh, they will give the all the information like legal requirements. See, if I call some student for one project, okay, immediately tomorrow I send he may, or the new employee may give legal action notices to the company. So all these things done by so we are going to hire these many people, all those things. Okay, so after that he will give that few authority to finance, and he will give orders everything to PPC. PPC means your production plant. So production plant. Okay, so here everything monitoring by this sales marketing people. So I said there is a contract management department. they always interact with uh, PPC or in-house or product our factory. So here they always see the production capacity, all those things. And here whatever it's done, the transportation. Okay, suppliers may give in time material or sometimes he may get delay. So all those things you can see once the material ready, supplier and he will send the material to the factory. So this is the complete, you can see the process or structure. So all is some previously it was happened in physically. Now everything is in ERP model through systems only. You can see here to here, here to here. If it is not there ERP, what some people always has to run from here. Okay, if it is any problem, HR people has to run from here to finance people. So all delays can be avoided by ERP integration. If any changes in drawings, they can do SAP. If they have any information, they can send through mail or through phone. So much time you can save. Okay, so database. So here ERP data repository. Okay, so this the main intention of this slide is to how all parts of the company integrate into ERP database. Okay, start from finance, accounting, and they need information. They have to give information. Okay, they can get the information from ERP in production and material management also. If you coming to the entire the factory here. Okay, so this comes to the related to factory side and many finance and accounting side, and this is the human resources as I discussed already, and this is the prime input people like what we need, what we have to produce. So all the things start from here. Okay, they goes to ERP database. These people will get monitored in terms of money and in terms of product, how many products and facility or what we have, all those things can be discussed, monitor in through ERP here, and if it is quantity changing, all the data you can share with the ERP and how much employees we needed and how many employees we need to hire, all those things can be monitored with the human resource department, and you can see that data also ERP system. Okay, so ERP strategy consideration, high initial cost, okay, high cost maintain, future upgrade, training. Okay, so even when I joined to company, so I don't know what is SAP. Okay, even though the people will not know, people comes from the normal from engineering colleges. Okay, even though most of the time they won't know, they don't know what is software using in that area. They have to learn themselves. Okay, they'll say namesake, we'll give the training, but when you go to the companies, it's directly on-job training. You have to do, like they will give some work. You have to do yourself, and if you don't know, you have to learn from everyone else. Google or books. So like that only SAP I learned. Saturday, Sundays, weekly off. I used to go to office and I used to open SAP forum like that. We have to do. But when initial the company greenfield company when it started, So initially they have to hire SAP consultant. SAP consultant will come and sit in with the management people and process we are starting. What product? Okay, I'm manufacturing some motor. Okay, this is comes under batch production. Okay, batch production. How many departments you need? Okay, these many departments. So whether it is completely automated or semi-automated, all the data is a SAP consultant will come and do the complete layout. Okay, and after that, that consultant after given the flow chart, they will go to some reputed companies like if it is SAP or Oracle, they will do this programming everything for as per the company need given by consultant. So for those things initially cost is high and maintenance also need. For this only we have insight. There is a one SAP software person. Okay, if I do something, if I did something in SAP, if it is not happening, that immediately I have to raise one token to that particular department. Okay, so based upon the ticket, he will see what is the issue in inbuilt program. So he will recorrect that and he will give the information that your ticket is closed, completed successfully. You can check that code. Okay, sometimes there is upgrade. So I changed from batch production, or I changed or I added extra department. So in that case again I have to go to this consultant for upgradation. And sometimes few companies genuinely they will give trainings to the new freshers. Okay, so this is all involved cost. Okay, but long term it is very useful. So pull or push system. There is a small topic left over now. So what's the time now? We have time. Okay. So there is a in after this ERP everything defined. Okay, as I said last classes, just in time. Okay, whenever we need the material, immediately according to the material requirement planning, it will come to the from supplier end. Sometimes we can also monitor our in-house products uh, just in time. Okay, just in time here means whenever you need the material, then only you can get them that part and you can make it done in your shop floor. See, if there is every department have some small or predefined area. Okay, around 100 square feet, or fabrication is this much area, and another department this much area. But if I'm doing some work, project A, okay, suddenly the project A stopped due to some problem. Okay, and what I have to do, I can't stay idle. I can't stay keep my employees idle. So what I have to do, I have to take another project B. And when I'm taking project B, it is like physical product. Okay, all sub-assembly parts I have to take. I have to do assembly. Okay, but I don't have that much space because part A, all products are lying in my area. So in that case, what is happening? You are creating unnecessary inventory, so which is not required now. Okay, so in this conflict, there is a one simple Japanese methodology came into picture, that is the Kanban system. Okay, so in Kanban system, there is a Khan. Khan is a card. Okay, Ban is a controlling system. So based upon a requirement, you can pull the material whenever you need. Okay, so that is pull system. Pull system tells like system for moving work where a workstation pulls out from the preceding station as needed. Okay, but push system tells system for moving work where output is pushed to the next station as it is completed. Okay, so Kanban production control system. A Kanban is card and other device that communicate demand for work or materials from the preceding station. Kanban is a Japanese word meaning signal or visible record. Okay, and it's a paperless production control system, but still there are people using this small card. Okay, it is uh, it's a flight ticket size. Okay, in mentioning what job has to be done and how much quantities we need to do that assembly or to do that part assembly. All those things can be mentioned in that card. Okay, so that card generally they'll keep in some containers. Okay, so today I need to do some assembly. Okay, so that assembly, how many parts we needed. So all the data you can see that card. That card when you submit to some warehouse, what will happen? Not only warehouse, the preceding department. Example, you are in the final assembly. You need material from machining and fabrication and file winding. These are the other departments. From there, you need all the parts to do assembly. Okay, for that, you don't bring all the things at a time. You have to give a particular card. So that card mention what parts needed, how many parts needed, when needed. So based upon when you give the card, then he will the system based upon the card instructions. Either you have to get the material or they will submit whatever the material you need. So you can avoid that inventory system, excess inventory in your working area. This is capacity planning. Okay, you can see here there are you can see the container with withdrawal Kanban. Okay, and container with production Kanban. Okay, and this straight line, solid plain line tells about material flow, and this dotted arrow tells about Kanban flow. Okay, so example, there is a workstation A, workstation B. Okay, so if workstation A, some assembly going on, workstation B, some assembly going on. Okay, so what is happening? This we can see this. If assume that you don't have all this containers or nothing. In that case, what you have to do? All the materials you have to keep and somewhere here. Okay, around this workstation you can have so much material, different projects for assembly. So rather than that, there is a Kanban system how it will helpful. So once the if there is a container, okay, so I need this particular component. Okay, what is happening in step one? This container, okay, container P means container is production Kanban. So I need whatever the production components I need, I'll get from this, and I can give this workstation B. Okay, so after submitting this task, what is happening? The pallet or container getting empty. So after getting empty, that pallet will go to out. Okay, will go out. After this, there is a station A to station B. Always some components are coming because this is the flow. After this workstation A, whatever the material components assembled, So that has to be go and it should be assembled somewhere B. Okay. So when it goes to here, when its pallet is getting over, okay. So some parts they need, it will go and again it will go here. Okay. We okay. So empty, and the empty container they will take, and one more container with the uh, production kanban, means production kanban having filled with the required material, and the required material they will submit to here. Okay, after that whatever the containers are accumulating, it will goes to here. Okay, this is the process. Okay, so now I want to know how many containers I have to keep to fulfill my uh, ex lesser inventory system in my working area. For that, small calculation is there. So N is the number of containers, D is the demand rate at the withdrawal station, L is the lead time from supply station. Supply station means your department here. Okay, this is assume this is mission one. So example, this is mission one is related to tapping. Mission, sorry, this is M2. This is M1 somewhere that is related to drilling, and after drilling, when it goes to obviously tapping or threading, then it goes to somewhere tapping, then assembly. Okay, to bring this material from here to here, that's called as lead time from supplier station. This is supply for this supply station is this. So how much time lead time it is taking? Around maybe 10 times 10 minutes or 1 hour. Okay, because time is very less, because all these things Kanban you are implementing in your factory. That's why very less time they will take. But if it is coming out, it will take more time. C is container size. So each container, generally we call it in factory pallet. Pallet having, it's a wooden plate. Okay, in wooden plate there are parts will be filled, some precision component. There is a blue box. Okay, general term is container, but in this all the sensor or proximity sensor or whatever they will keep here, and once uh, Kanban card receives, they will send this uh, filled container to M2 from mission 1 to mission 2, or from department 1 to department 2. Okay, so S is the safety stock. Why? Because you, sorry, you have to send some bolts or tapping parts to another department, but it is taking some time to get the material from M1 to M2. It is time taking around, instead of sending 5 minutes, they are taking something around 12 minutes. For 12 minutes you have to survive, because you should not say I didn't receive material from M1, so that's why I'm not giving to your department. So to avoid that, they'll keep some excess bolts or excess material or product. That is called safety stock here. Okay, so I'm giving simple example. So there is a company manufacturer has converted to just-in-time manufacturing using Kanban containers. There is a normal company, they want to convert their company to Kanban system. Okay, they wish to determine the number of containers at the bottle filling operation, which fills at the rate of 200 this pallet. As I said, wooden pallet or plastic pallet. It takes 30 minutes to receive more bottles. Safety stock they mentioned is 10% of demand during lead time. Okay, 200 bottles per hour Lead time they have given 300 minutes. Okay, my mic is muted. Okay, so this is simple calculation. Anyway, I'll send this PPT. I think the time is over now. Some other faculty is waiting. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we'll discuss about aggregate production planning. So that is very important. So around 4 to 5 classes we'll take that entire aggregate production planning. Thank you.